Mabel put a $12 bucket token on my counter Saturday and laid a school notebook beside it. The first page held 60 little circles, one for every ball she planned to hit. My old teacher tore the page out, drew 9 larger boxes, and gave the token back until she could name a target for box 1. That wasn't a hidden society secret. Old teaching pros would tell you if you stayed long enough to ask. The part that rarely gets packaged is that better practice can feel slower, less impressive, and harder to sell than a gadget. The lesson is how to collect useful shots before the basket is empty. I'm giving you 8 range secrets from weakest habit breaker to strongest course transfer. Number 1 uses fewer balls than most warm-ups and tells you more about the first tee. Don't skip there. The earlier steps build the target, routine, and record that make the final test honest. Let me say one thing, then I'll leave it be. Everything I teach on Mat 7 is in the 60-plus distance manual. The setup changes, the equipment checklist, the 6-week range plan. Scan the QR on your screen right now, or it's down in the description. If you want it, it's there. Now let's get back to it. Use the same filter on every basket. Safe, simple, repeatable. Swing your age, not your ego. I'm Ray Hutchins. I owned a driving range in Ocala for 34 years and still teach on Mat 7. I'm not hiding a certification or selling a training aid. I'm sharing the plain habits coaches still teach, with current PGA guidance behind the parts that can be checked. The enemy is basket amnesia. A golfer hits 60 balls, remembers the 3 best, forgets the target, and calls the session productive. We're changing one thing at a time. Each secret gets a method, a record, and a place where it can waste your money or your motion. Secret 8 is write the job before the first ball. At 8:10, put one sentence on a card. Today, I'll test driver start line. Or today, I'll carry a wedge to one landing spot. Don't write, fix my swing. A job needs one club family, one target skill, and one result you can observe. PGA Performance Guidance keeps practice connected to clear drills and measured on course improvement. Your card is the cheapest version. Divide the basket before swinging. Give a small group to warm up, a main group to the job, and a final group to transfer. Put the extra clubs behind the mat so they don't vote. Where it costs you is choosing the wrong job and refusing to change. A sharp pain, damaged club, unsafe bay, or completely different ball flight can stop the session. I'm not a doctor. If it hurts, stop and see your doctor. Check with your doctor before you start anything new. The written job organizes practice. It doesn't override safety or good judgment. Make the job small enough to finish. Driver start line is a job. Driver, wedges, putting, speed, and bunker play is a Saturday wish list. Write what success looks like before the first strike, such as 6 of 9 balls beginning inside a marked window. That isn't a promise of fairways. It's a score you can repeat. If the score improves while contact or balance worsens, the job was too narrow. Add the complete shot to next week's card instead of declaring victory. Secret 7 is begin with short shots. At 8:30, hit at least 5 easy wedges toward a clear target before the full motion. PGA Range Guidance recommends warming up with wedge shots because they help build momentum before the harder clubs. Use only a comfortable motion you already know. The wedge group gives you contact, turf, and tempo information without a driver contest. Watch where the club meets the ground and whether balance is ordinary. Don't turn the warm-up into a separate lesson. When the 5 shots feel organized, move toward the club named on the card. Where it costs you is making a universal warm-up prescription from a general article. Your body and medical history may require different preparation. Get professional medical guidance for movement questions. A wedge can also hide a driver setup problem. 5 balls are a bridge, not proof that every club is ready. Secret 6 is change the target before the pattern becomes a groove. At 9 o'clock, choose left, center, and right range markers. Hit 3 balls at one, step behind the mat, and choose another. PGA Practice Guidance recommends switching targets because the course rarely gives the same shot twice. Build the setup again each time. Aim the face, place the feet, see the landing window, and swing. If a target is beyond your useful carry, choose a nearer line or a different club. The purpose is intention, not reaching every flag on the property. Where it costs you is changing targets so quickly that you can't identify a pattern. 3 balls give a small sample, not a verdict. Wind and range markers can also mislead. Right, left, center, or right, and the start result. The $12 basket gets expensive when every ball has a new question, and none stays long enough for an answer. Choose targets that represent the course. A broad pair of trees can become a fairway, a short patch can become a wedge landing area, and the edge of a distant net can define a start line. Don't aim at a person, cart, maintenance worker, or moving object. Wait when anyone enters the possible landing area and follow every range instruction. A realistic target makes practice useful only when the environment remains safe. Secret 5 is practice the routine, not only the swing. At 9:40, stand behind the ball, choose the target, make your usual rehearsal, step in, look, and go. PGA Instruction on Nerves explains that a stable pre-shot routine gives attention a job when pressure appears. Use the routine on ordinary range shots, not only the final dramatic driver. Time 10 repetitions and remove any step that exists only because you are stalling. The routine should fit the course and the pace of your group. It isn't a private performance that requires silence from the next mat. Where it costs you is turning routine into superstition. If a glove tug or exact number of looks becomes mandatory, an interruption can own the shot. Keep target, rehearsal, and commitment. Let small details adapt. The routine earns its place when it restarts after a cart horn without creating a new swing thought. You're still here. Good. Some folks left to buy a tempo light while their last 20 balls had no target. The next secret makes the ugly strikes stay on the page. Secret 4 is keep every shot. At 10:20, draw a simple face and a fairway box. Mark heel, center, or toe, then left, middle, or right. Don't erase a top or call it a warm-up after the warm-up group is finished. The complete cluster is the practice result. A monitor can add carry, launch, and speed, but it shouldn't delete the ball you disliked. Use the middle carry and the full width of the pattern. If the machine clearly misses a read, note that separately. One fast ball doesn't get to represent 9 swings. Where it costs you is drowning in data. 5 monitor fields can turn one simple job into a spreadsheet. Choose no more than 3 measures tied to the card, such as strike, start line, and carry. A paid bay can cost far more than a basket. Ask the current rate before the session and stop the clock from becoming a reason to rush. Review the group only after the planned balls are hit. Staring at the monitor after every swing can make the next motion a reaction to one number. For a 3-ball set, finish all 3, step back, and read the cluster. Ask what repeated, not what peaked. If the first and third strikes share the heel while the second flew far, the repeated fact is heel contact. The longest line on the screen doesn't get to edit the face. Secret 3 is alternate clubs. At 11:10, place wedge, 7-iron, and driver beside the mat. Hit one ball with each toward an appropriate target, then repeat. PGA coaching guidance calls for practice that transfers to play, and a course never gives 10 drivers followed by 10 7-irons. Use a pretend hole. Driver to a fairway window, 7-iron to a middle marker, wedge to a short landing area. Walk behind every ball and rebuild. Score 1 point for a clear target, 1 for contact inside your normal pattern, and 1 for a balanced finish. Distance changes with the club. The routine doesn't. Where it costs you is randomizing before a new movement has any stability. A short block of repeated shots can help you learn a feel. Give the new motion 3 small groups, then alternate. It also costs balls, because you hit fewer of the favorite club. That's the price of making practice resemble play. Add decision time between the clubs. Look at the pretend hole, decide what the last shot left, and choose the next target before touching a club. If the drive missed the window, the next ball may be a low punch with an iron rather than the planned 7-iron. Keep the scenario safe and inside the range rules. This turns random club order into simple course thinking, and it exposes whether a bad result makes you rush toward the next ball. Secret 2 is stop before the pattern becomes fatigue. At noon, look at the last 2 groups. If balance, contact, and attention are declining, finish with a comfortable short shot and close the notebook. Don't use the remaining balls to prove you can fight through. Old pros watched pace and posture as much as the basket. A player who fires another ball before the last one lands is often practicing reaction instead of intention. Put the club down between groups, drink water according to your normal needs, and take a short break. This isn't fitness advice. It's permission to end a session whose information has stopped improving. Where it costs you is quitting at the first bad shot or wasting balls you already bought. A poor group can be useful when attention and balance remain. Separate frustration from real fatigue. If you stop early, ask the shop whether unused balls can be saved. Policies differ. Never walk onto the range to retrieve them. I know some of y'all wanted a secret grip or a coin under the trail heel at number 1. Hear me out before you scroll. Number 1 is the 1-ball course test. Use the final 9 balls as 9 separate tee shots. Choose a new fairway, run the routine, hit once, and accept the result. No second ball repairs the first. At 1240, Mabel used driver on 4 imaginary wide holes, a fairway wood on 3 narrow ones, and hybrid on 2, where trouble began at her driver distance. She scored target chosen, ball inside normal window, and balanced finish. The card showed 6 playable starts. That number was useful because every ball carried a fresh decision. Where it costs you is pretending a range mat is the course. There is no rough. Penalty area, slope, or scorecard pressure, and range balls may fly differently. The 9-ball test doesn't predict a round. It tells you whether the routine and club choice survive without a rake of correction balls. Take the result to a real first tee before trusting it. Make the 9 shots visibly separate. Leave the ball tray alone. Walk behind the mat. Pick the imaginary hole, then bring 1 ball forward. After the strike, write the result before reaching for another. That pause keeps the next ball from becoming an automatic correction. If you are sharing a bay or people are waiting, shorten the writing and keep pace. Deliberate practice still respects the facility and the golfers around you. Use a 1-sentence debrief. The target routine survived, or driver contact widened after the club switch. Don't write a list of body positions. Bring that 1 sentence to the next practice card or to a PGA coach. A useful record creates the next job without inventing a diagnosis. Keep the notebook in the bag for 4 sessions. Compare jobs, not only scores. Did the target become clearer? Did the cluster narrow? Did the routine shorten? And did the final 9 improve? Weather and range balls will change distances. The practice structure can still reveal whether your process travels. Old teaching pros also knew when to send a golfer onto the course. A range can become a safe hiding place because every miss gets another ball. After 2 sessions on the same job, play 9 holes or a short course. Record the shot that appeared without a second chance. That's the evidence the next lesson needs. Do 3 things this weekend. Buy 1 small or medium basket for no more than about $12 at the Ocala range. Write 1 job and divide the balls before swinging. Save the final 9 for 1-ball tee shots, then leave with 1 sentence for the next session. Don't add a gadget until the notebook shows a problem it can test. Pick the secret you already use and tell me what the card showed. Then correct me. I left dedicated bunker practice off the list, and coaches who teach short game will object. Name the missing habit and explain how you keep it safe, measured, and connected to the course. Next time, I'll take the first result from this 10-video run and build a 6-week range plan around the mistake that appeared most often. Subscribe if you want the notebook to become a course plan. Swing your age, not your ego. Keep it smooth, folks. I'll see you on Mat 7.